Hello listeners, welcome back to Dorm Room Stories. Stories told in the dorm room. Today we have a very interesting episode.
Talk about sex.
Yeah, that's... I started to regret that decision later in the week, but I still think it's fun.
We can talk about it a little bit. Like, it doesn't have to be like the whole entire podcast that we just...
Yeah, true. We're
involved in sex is what we're saying.
Absolutely. We do the sex all the time.
Definitely. I'm definitely still a virgin, so...
I am not.
I'm
sorry,
single and
Mom.
depressed.
I'm sorry that we started this episode off like this.
Oh yeah, this is terrible. I feel awkward because I'm scared to start, but I'm also really excited because I know you have a really good story coming that's been like...
Sort of
bothering me.
I have a sort of good story.
Sort of good. No, you make it sound good.
Yeah, no, I'm very confident.
The video?
No.
Oh yeah, there was a video. There was a video he was trying to tell us he had at some point, and
I'm so glad that I don't have it though.
We all thought
it's not porn. It's not porn because I'm still a virgin, and I wasn't the cameraman either.
Will you stop fidgeting?
But
have you had your first kiss?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, good. Oh, you can. Well, me and Connor will tell our first time having sex stories, and you'll tell us your first time having first kiss.
Guys, I'm getting to about my first kiss. So how have you been throughout the week?
Oh, I've been alright. It's been a little stressful, just in general, with everything, but I've had a good week. Getting through.
That's good.
I didn't know we were gonna do this.
Small talk. How you doing?
You know, I'm doing okay.
Stop fidgeting with my stuff and look at the camera.
I'm
look
having
at the people.
fun. I asked
Steve.
on a date.
Steve.
Ooh, how did that go?
Not well.
Oh boy. Did you get rejected?
No, I texted her. It was pretty easy. I was just like, hey, what you doing next weekend? Because I get paid on Thursday. And she's like, oh, besides work and I'm going to hang out with someone, nothing. And that's something. She was like with her sister or something. And I was like, oh, well, on Sunday or Monday, would you maybe like want to go to a movie after class or something? And she went, I need to check my schedule. I'll get back with you. And I went,
ooh, that's what Calissa said to me.
I just went,
whenever I asked her if she wanted to go and do
Well,
something.
I mean, I always have to check my schedule.
It is possible that is
yeah,
not
but I
her
asked
saying
her
no.
schedule beforehand so that she wouldn't say
that's
that.
True.
That
is true. You did ask about her schedule. She didn't give it to you, and then also say, "I still need to recheck my schedule."
Yeah.
Big brain move.
So, like, honestly, balls in her court. Other than that, had a pretty fantastic week. Started work. It
Real
was
bad.
fun.
I'm gonna like bite my tongue and not make a bad joke there.
What bad joke?
You said balls in her court. I'm like, you'll put your balls in her court. You about spit took all over you, and that would have been so goddamn funny.
We are. I mean, this is a sex episode. So.
I know, that's why I said, as I thought about it, like, oh, sex episode, and you said ball in her court. I'm like,
Can I put my balls in your jaw?
So I'm doing well.
Yeah, how you doing? How's your week been?
I'm doing really well. Last night I went to, it was called Gimme Gimme Disco. It was an ABBA inspired like dance party type thing. It's kind of like going to like a pit in a concert, and it was really fun. I got to talk to some people, and I got to overheat and
Die? Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
Sounds like a bonus.
It sounds like a good die.
Bunch of overheated, sweaty people dancing around.
That's touching each other, yeah, it's fucking wild. Yeah, that sounds like a good time. I enjoy like seeing things like that. I'm not a big fan of like a lot of people around each other. Like I'm not a big party guy, but I'm a big like small get together guy.
Yeah, I get that.
Right.
We know.
There's a lot of times where I just had to like either go to the back or like there was like a balcony part where like you could just like sit like next to people and talk and like watch other people dance below you because I'm above everyone else.
Yeah.
Z's our god.
He's a
Savior,
baller.
Z-Money.
Lord and Savior, Little Z, or Z Mini, is that what we call him?
Z-Mini.
Yeah, Z Mini is what we call him in the socials. It's great. Yeah, because you went to a concert with Frederick.
Frederick, yeah.
Yeah, Frederick, and you had to sit down during the concert. You're like, I can't. And then Frederick told me that you had asked him to take him to a rave at some point, and he just looked at me. He looked at me. He said no.
I didn't sit down. I never sat down.
It was funny because he like looked at me. He goes, no, he would not last at a rave. And plus, there's gonna be so much like drinking.
Yeah, I realized that I don't want to go to a rave. That's not something that I enjoy, but because like a concert and like that stuff has like calm-ish parts. Like there's like the rave type-ish section, sort of, not like it's like that.
And then there's just like the people there who are there for like listening to music and just chill out.
Is Frederick Fred from last video?
Yes.
Okay.
I forgot what we called him.
Did we call him Frederick?
We called him Fred, and I couldn't remember. Yeah.
That's a good point though, because I remembered that we shouldn't name people's names.
Yeah.
Good call.
Yeah, we're not gonna use real names.
I use real names. I don't give a shit.
If it's not something, we're talking about something like the other person might not want us to talk about, like want people to know they did. We definitely use fake names. But if it's not a huge deal and we know the person's
It was my story. I'm gonna tell it.
My story. I'm gonna tell it. I won't tell it. Just put her on blast on YouTube and. Shit,
So I know one of the points that you wanted to bring up was kinks.
Yeah, we'll start with kinks. We'll start very start very easy with kinks. He's not.
You seem excited about this.
Not excited. I'm devastated.
Man's about to put himself on blast.
Would you like to say something?
No, I think other people should start this conversation off.
Yeah, so he's gonna have the most rowdy.
I have a story about it too.
Yeah, he's one. Are you gonna tell the one that you told me already? The one that happened here, and you're like, new kink unlocked.
No.
That's funny.
No, but I might.
A funny one. I love that one.
Now I might.
I'll talk about my kinks, I guess. I'll put myself on blast. It's so weird to talk about this. I don't know. People ask me about it. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just like into this now. This is gonna go on blast on all social media. People are gonna see this.
It's gonna be all 10 viewers.
It's gonna be epic. No.
Hey, first 10 views though was in 4 days.
And we were not prepared for that.
We're on 6 days now. I mean, it hasn't gone up. But
we have more than a viewer a day currently.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
That's solid.
You guys killing it, and I definitely appreciate that.
You guys killing it at the start. Like, first episode, we already getting more than a view a day.
I figured we'd only have like 1 view, like 3.
Wait,
I
are we
thought it
getting
would be
10
us.
views each day, or 10 views within
10 views
6
within
days.
6 days.
Okay.
So more than a view a day.
Yeah, okay.
It's about a view and a quarter.
So my kinks are a little wild. This is weird. It's weird just to say, but I'm very like in the bedroom, very dominant person. So I heard you gulp really loud in my ear to make me really uncomfortable. I thought you were judging me.
Because this whole conversation is just gonna be uncomfortable.
I already don't like this, so I feel like our viewers won't necessarily like this.
Oh yeah, I'm not going to depth, but like, I guess
dominance. Got it.
dominance. Yeah, that's my kink. That's my turn on. Is I like being in charge.
See, I don't know what I like. I'll have to try it.
Yeah, you like know
It's
like.
okay, Zach will help you out.
No,
Alright.
hey yo, yo, no.
Don't let him lie to you.
All right. I mean, I know what I enjoy like outside the bedroom.
What's the password to this lock?
My birth year.
Oh, that.
As a good friend, you should know that.
I do know that.
But like,
I don't know. I feel bad that I don't know that now.
there's not a lot of things.
Because you're older than me by a year.
No, you should know it. How old are you?
Well, we're both 19.
Yeah.
So you're 2000.
Oh, the year. I thought it was the month or the day. I was like, I don't know your birthday.
That's great. I love that. That's hilarious. Yeah, no, but like I know what I like outside the bedroom. Like, I don't know. There's a really weird thing for me that like, I don't know. I really like leggings for some reason. I'm a big leggings guy. So if I see like a nice pair of leggings, I'm like, damn, that's hot. And then
that's a nice pair of leggings.
And then I'll kind of like, whatever, and move on. It's not like so like debilitating. I see a girl in leggings, I'm like, oh god, I gotta go. Ooh, like, I'm not like that, but like a nice pair of leggings like go a long way.
Did you see a nice white spot in his pants?
Damn, leggings. Fuck! I soiled myself again. No, that's definitely not like that.
It's the third time this week.
It's
only Monday.
I like nice cuddles and kisses. Yeah.
I get that. No, I definitely get that. I'm definitely a big cuddler.
Yeah, I'm a quality time person. My
Absolutely.
love language is quality time. I just like spending time with people. If it's hanging out, cuddling, going to eat, like I'll cook, anything. Like I'm a very someone need to wife me up.
There's a lot. I know a lot of guys who are very like, it's not about sex. I don't care about if I don't care if I ever fuck this person. Like I want to have someone in my life
I
that
agree.
I can lay down with
That's
and
my
just
life.
cuddle with. Like,
Yeah.
I don't need sex.
Like
It's not
and I know,
important.
but I do know a lot of people in my life who are like die hard. Like I need to have sex. I need to fuck this person. Like I know a lot of people like that too.
It's nice to have,
It's very upsetting
but
though,
it's
to listen to.
not a necessity.
It's very upsetting to listen to.
Yeah.
In my time, like all high school was miserable because so many people were just like, oh my god, sex, sex, sex.
Well,
I just like didn't care about
It's
that.
all
To be
people
fair,
want.
in high school, I definitely did really, really, really want sex.
Oh yeah, well it's because we're all hormones super high and shit.
Yeah.
High.
So fidgety and so. You need a fidget spinner or something.
I need a fidget cube.
I don't have one.
No, you're good.
I would leave it right here for podcast. You can pick it up and be like, oh wow.
Like a fucking golden retriever.
Yeah.
Wow.
What was I gonna
That's why I
say?
brought my water bottle in, so if I needed something to fidget with, I could just, yeah.
So, I got a question.
I have an answer. Well, I might have an answer.
How does one initiate sex?
Okay, so that can go a lot of different ways because it could just be like you go on a first date and then you're both just kind of like, fuck it, let's
Don't
do
do
this.
it on a first date.
Don't
do it
that.
off. Yeah, no.
Like, don't do that. But there's definitely a thing that could happen. But like usually, like for me, like so I'll tell my first time story. I guess this will kind of segue into my first time story. Was like I had been talking to this person for a very long time. We'd been dating for like 2 years at the time. We were pretty young, so like not pretty young. We were like 16, and we were texting, and like the next day we were supposed to go to like my town fair, like my hometown's fair, and very small. And we were just kind of like shooting the shit. She's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna be there. Like we'll hang out, we'll walk around. Like it'll be a great time." Because she didn't live like in that area. She lived like 30 minutes away. I was like, "Cool." So like really excited for her to be there, and then her dad wanted to leave like really early, and like the fair like stayed open until like dark, and so he wanted to leave at like 4, and they got there like 12. And she was like, "Well, I really want to stay. Would it be okay if his mom took me home?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, like as long as she's okay with it, we'll do that." So I went and asked my mom. She's like, "Yeah, we'll take her home." So then her dad left, and then we wound up like having sex there at the fair. Like we found a secluded area and had sex.
Oh, like at the fair.
Yeah, like back by the one park.
Pig pen.
That's like country shit. Is not what happened. We were actually there's like a parking lot like kind of a little bit away from the fairground, and back in the back of the parking lot there was like this old garage that we like went behind that.
You fucked in a garage.
No,
for
we
your
fucked
first
behind
time?
a garage. For the first
So like
time.
in the grass?
Yeah. So
Like
like, we
stairs
laid down.
up?
We laid down a blanket. And
Oh,
shit
okay.
Down and
At least you guys laid down a blanket. I was gonna say, I was like, y'all are gonna.
I was just done it standing up. I was just picked her
it was
up.
my first time. I had no idea I was gonna do that.
Oh.
I was
but,
thinking
like,
that too, though.
And like this is just like how it happened, but like we planned it, like we were texting about it, and like the day before I had like scoped out the fair to find like a spot where we could
Yo,
do
what
it.
the fuck? That's so
Yo,
weird.
No,
That's-
no, like
that
we
is
were
kinda
we were
strange,
texting about
but-
it, texting like we're going to do this, we're going to do it here, and she's like, "Cool, do you know of any good spots?" I'm like, "I'm going today, and I can scope today, and then we can do it tomorrow."
So would you be one of those people who like have like somewhat of a kink of like doing it semi-publicly? Like, you know what I mean?
Well, exhibitionist, is that what it is?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so, because I think we were both just really terrified of getting caught. Like, it wasn't like a thrill of being caught. It was like a
Nah,
fear
that's
of getting
the
caught.
thrill. The fear is the thrill.
There was no thrill. It was just fear. But like I'll admit, like, it was nice to have sex, absolutely. But being in public was not the part that I enjoyed. Because I have had sex after that, in the comfort of like a bedroom, and it felt the exact same as having it at the fair. Like it.
Gotcha.
I mean, the first time always feels different, but like it just felt like having sex again.
Are we telling first time having sex or first time doing anything in general?
You can do either. You can pick and choose.
Alright, I'm gonna do my first time doing anything in general then.
Oh boy.
Question. So, not for you guys, mainly for the camera.
The
I don't
viewers.
think I turned. No, not for the viewers. Legit for the camera. I didn't change the white balance. I don't know if that you guys care.
I don't care.
I don't care.
We were trial and error. This is
We
second
might
episode.
just be a little bit orange or yellow.
This is second episode. We'll figure things
Dude,
out.
I look white. I need some darkness. I need some color.
You look darker than I do on the camera right now.
I
actually.
am also in the way back though.
we all got a tan.
Surfer
Except for me, I'm like pasty with the fuck. Anyway.
Well, that's because you got both lights like directly
I know.
on you.
I know.
I got a story.
Go for it.
My buddies and I'm gonna say two of their names because I don't go to school with them anymore, nor will they watch this, and nor do I think they care. We were on chemistry class. It was me, my buddy John, and my buddy Kieran.
You got the head in chemistry class?
No.
Oh.
Damn it, that would have been such a good idea.
Such a good story.
This is the public
chemistry.
one that you do know about.
Oh fuck, okay, go ahead.
So, we involved 2 or 3 more people into the group.
Yeah.
A girl that I liked but had not started dating yet. This is also my first kiss story, which is wild. They all came over. The girl that I liked and her best friend. And we all hung out, and we decided that, like, it was getting late and shit, like, we'd eaten pizza, we were just chilling. We were gonna watch a movie.
As high school kids do.
Girl starts getting closer to me. Closer, 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 until she's, like, literally just sitting on me at this point. All of a sudden, sporadically, just turns around, we start making out.
Hot.
First time I've ever kissed anybody, I was making out. I was proud of that. Next
Proud
day.
dad moment.
Yeah. Next day we go to a movie theater, and it was those really comfy, like, reclining chairs with the
The one
vibration.
we went and saw Batman
Yeah.
Oh my god, the one we
Yeah.
went to see
in. Not that theater, but like a theater like that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That theater was literally just like
Wild.
couch.
They're
Yeah.
so nice,
Casting,
right?
they're just
Couch
casting
and
couches.
They're literally casting couches.
The
That's great.
base of the movie
The base of the movie.
vibrated the entire
The chairs
theater.
didn't have
No, the
motors in
base
them.
does.
The base did.
Yeah.
The entire theater. You heard every chair go across the
Yeah.
fucking thing. It's shit. It's cool. Anyway, go ahead.
Well, we went to see Countdown, which was a very unpopular movie.
See, that's funny. Is you said that, and I couldn't picture the movie at first because of how
Yeah.
how forgettable that movie is.
Yeah, it was
don't
like you
know that
downloaded
movie.
an app and it would
Yeah.
tell you how many days you have to live.
Oh,
And then-
so it's like a horror
Yeah.
movie.
It
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
that good.
Well, clearly it wasn't good enough because she decided she was gonna ride me and give me head in a public movie theater.
What a way to just drop that. Like, you led up the store just to be like, well, could have been that good of a movie because she wrote and gave me head right then and there.
The whole time, dude. The whole
And then
2-hour
They
movie.
fucked.
She didn't even do that. But the
Oh.
whole 2-hour movie, that was going on. No, we did that in a different movie. But yeah,
You're not allowed at this movie theater anymore, right? Isn't that the thing?
I don't know.
You got
We definitely
It's
did
not like-
get caught because they have cameras, but I don't know.
That's
I
such
think
a
if I
thing
would
now.
go back, they would tell me no.
That's a big thing though, because kids, I know kids in high school used to be like, oh yeah, we go to this place and we do it. I'm like, there's cameras there, and they're like, what? No, there's not. I'm like, yeah, just go look. Like, there's cameras everywhere now.
It is hard to see the
Well,
cameras
people
in
used
the
to
theater.
do it
though.
at school and shit,
It's dark.
and they would do it in like a stairway or
Well,
something.
I heard about it.
And the one time I walked down in the stairway and could hear like a girl. And I was like, hey guys, just so you know, they just put a new camera down there. And they were looking around, and so I walked down. They were both fully clothed at this point, and I just pointed at the fucking camera. And I looked at them, looked back up at the camera, and all you could hear is the beep. So-and-so, will you come down to the office? And dude, the timing, like as soon, they were waiting for the kids to see the camera.
That's fucking awesome. No, I feel like stuff like that didn't happen at my high school. I wouldn't know, because no one had said anything, but I don't think anyone had sex, like,
I don't think anybody had sex in my school either, but, like, the thought of it, I think, crossed people's minds.
There's a lot of, I think there are 2 stories that I remember of kids playing pocket pool during class.
Pocket pool?
What?
Jerking their gherkin without pulling their gherkin out.
Oh!
Like they had their hands in their pockets and they'd reach over to their...
We had a kid do that, but
Oh.
he had his dick out.
So the one story was really gross, and the kid was like sitting in class and was doing it, like this teacher was like, I guess, fairly attractive, I guess, for like some people thought they were very attractive. And this kid was sitting, not in my grade, but a grade below.
Wait a minute, does this involve the teacher?
No.
Okay.
Not at all. I'm not telling a
My
criminalizing
God.
story.
I was like, don't tell the story, please.
No. And people found this teacher like fairly attractive, and so the kid was like sitting in class, and he was playing pocket pool to the teacher. Like the teacher was teaching, and and someone sitting next to him,
No.
like noticed,
No.
and just went,
No.
excuse me, he's touching himself right here.
Oh my God.
I guess because I wasn't in the classroom when this happened, because I wasn't in that grade. This was a grade below me, and the kid, I guess the kid just went, "No, I'm not."
Yo, what would you do if you just heard a student be like, "Excuse me, this kid's touching himself right here"?
I lose my mind. I would start crying. I'd be laughing so hard.
I'd give the kid candy. I'd be like,
I high five.
Yeah.
Boy.
Down up with the other hand though, not the same hand.
I can't imagine doing that though.
Yeah, I can't either. I don't understand. But he had such like a bad addiction to like masturbating that he would just like have urges to do it everywhere. Like, wherever he was, he would have an urge to do it.
Have y'all failed No Nut November yet?
Oh, absolutely. I didn't even try. I didn't even care.
Have you?
What? No, I'm doing something else. Nut November.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're nutting every day of November.
I
Really?
lost that challenge.
Oh, I was gonna say, dude, I would just get so bored. I'm still passing.
I didn't care. I was like, I don't want to do this.
I know
didn't
someone
want to
who
do it
intentionally
either.
failed out at 12:01. My roommate failed out, waited for 12:01 to hit, and failed out at 12:01.
That's hilarious. Love that.
Of November 1st.
Love that. I didn't
care either.
I don't care. I don't understand it. I don't understand
Yeah,
the
I don't-
drive to do.
For me, it's just a mental thing. Like, can I last a month?
See, I know I can because I've done it before. Like, I know I can. If I just decide, like, because if I tell myself I'm not gonna do it, at some point I'm gonna get the urge to want to.
Yeah.
So if I'm telling myself, oh, I can't do it. But if I'm just like naturally sitting there and like I just won't do it for like a month or 2.
Yeah, like
but if I'm thinking about it, I get like I'll be laying in bed at night and I'll be like, well, fuck, I gotta. Like, I'm not supposed to. No, I'm gotta. Like,
see, I never really feel like it. Like I don't do it often. Like it's just not something that I
for you because you share a bedroom with somebody.
Oh well, yeah. That.
Like, even if you get the urge to, you pretty much.
Dude, it's hard to hear in general. Like, first dorm that I was in, my bed was so fucking squeaky. Like, even moving your arm in that direction to do it, you would hear the fucking squeaks.
Pulling your
And it's
phone out of your
not-
pocket, you hear.
Yeah, and it's not like a thing that you could just pass off as, oh, I was moving around in bed a lot. And like, no, it was like
20 minutes of just. I was just moving.
20 minutes, damn. 20 seconds is giving me too much.
You can't last 20 seconds. All right.
I don't actually know like my maximum last.
Neither do I. I don't care either. I don't want to
I
know.
do. I was gonna say I do if I'm with someone.
Yeah, if
I
I'm
don't
having,
if I'm by myself.
having sex, I care because I want to make sure like, their pleasure and
This
they get
is
pleased.
a strange conversation. I feel like we should veer it in a different direction.
It feels pretty natural though. Also.
Yeah.
You ever
what?
fucked a dude?
No. You? Proud of yourself?
No, I didn't expect that to turn on me.
Wait, you didn't expect it to be a dude, or you didn't expect to talk about doing it with a dude? Which one?
Listen, I swear it wasn't a dude.
I knew he was a guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna start losing my shit.
Pulls his pants down, all excited.
Just boom. Smacks in the chin. Oh, fuck.
Oh shit. Alright, we're doing this.
Guess I gotta keep going.
Oh shit, it's a dude. It's a
No.
rat kid. You're like, oh shit, it's a dick.
He's a dick. No, I knew he was a guy.
Wait, so this might be too far. But did you get pegged or did he get pegged? That's a real question. You don't have to answer this question, but if you don't answer, silence speaks volumes.
Chez.
I know that.
Chez.
I will say that I did not get pegged.
Poor guy.
Nice.
Also, pegging is with a strap on. That is not the same thing.
I don't care. You can still be pegged by a dick getting pushed into your ass. You still get
Just
pegged.
anal.
Or did you get analyzed or did you get analyzed?
I did not.
Did not get analyzed. Do you want to slip into your story? We are about almost halfway into the
Oh,
podcast.
my story.
Wild.
I see.
It's
I
just
don't.
been
A lot
going.
faster.
Well, because we have kind of a topic this time.
That's true.
That's
Last
what
time you guys
I
didn't
know.
have a talk with it.
We're not ready.
I
Not
didn't
prepared.
listen to the last podcast, but I assumed
That's fine. Don't.
that it wasn't. Yeah.
Fun.
From what you guys say, it was interesting.
I listened to it. Hunter listened to it. He appreciated the story about him when I.
Oh, and he was
Yeah.
drunk and like vomited everywhere.
Yeah, so, and he asked if he could be a guest one or two times.
Absolutely.
I think my story was pretty good last time.
Yeah.
You're shaking the table, which is making the mic pick up. Bunch of like.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
I looked over and it was in the yellow going.
Oh, whoops. I left my vibrator on the table.
Alright, go ahead, tell your story. I'm really interested in this.
My story is not about sex.
I've been waiting for this story for like a
Just
week.
to let you know,
He-
nobody's having sex, nobody's like kissing or anything. But so me and my friends, we went down to the new gym at P to see what was there. There was condoms there.
Oh yeah, they do just have condoms in there.
They
It's
just
weird.
they just have
That was for
condoms.
college.
Who cares?
In,
Who cares?
so there's condoms in the bathroom, and
Leave it.
and then that's whenever my friends realized that I was a virgin, because like I was just like, oh yeah, I never had sex before.
This was like what, second quarter that this happened?
I don't
This had to have been
remember.
early on in your time here, because that would have been before I moved in.
I thought it was no. I think you were here.
No, I think I hung out with you guys a lot, but Chris was probably still here.
No,
Because
Chris was definitely not here.
I knew you were a virgin before I moved in.
Yeah. So like people knew that I was a virgin, but this was like
The awakening.
a little bit more of a group of people that
The virgin
some of them
awakening.
didn't. And also, I noticed a lot of people just like forget that I'm a virgin. And because like it's not really something that
I've
matters.
definitely forgot about it before. I've definitely have said, "Oh right, you're a virgin." I've definitely said that before.
Yeah. And that was kind of like what happened when we were looking at the condoms. And they were like, "Oh, I guess we're going to teach you about sex then, huh?" So we go to Walmart, right?
Oh god.
Fucking way.
They buy bananas.
No.
And I'm like, "Oh, we might as well buy some donuts as well."
Dumb.
And then
I definitely wasn't here for when this happened. I can promise.
Bartholomew decides, yes, Bartholomew decides, hey, what if we make this a sex education video? So we buy the bananas, we buy the donuts, because I was hungry for donuts, and it's me and Bartholomew on camera, and...
So, yeah, a little technical difficulty, and we're just gonna be looking here now. So if I look over here, you guys can see the back of my head, but you know, sucks. Get over it.
Anyways, so
Yeah.
we buy the bananas and donuts,
It's a wild story.
and Bartholomew decides to be a really like stupid like sex education teacher, and I am this high school kid, and I decided to talk like this for some reason. Well, not quite like that. That kind of sounded like Gollum, but my precious, my precious. And the thing is I was just supposed to be like stupid and not know anything, even though I know stuff. But
are you telling us that?
Yeah, I just feel like I don't know if you saw like his eyes, but as soon as he went, yeah, but I know stuff. Like darkened his eyes back, like I know stuff. The viewers,
I swear, I'm not stupid.
I swear I know about sex,
Please.
Mom.
And this goes absolutely
South.
ape shit.
Yeah, just south immediately.
So he obviously he gets the condom on the banana after like 5 tries, and then he slams the banana on the ground, and he's basically like, "Fuck this," and I'm like, "So what do you guys need the donuts for?" Like eating the while I'm just eating all of the donuts, and then for some reason JJ decides to run past the camera in this like goofy hat and takes the banana and just starts beating Bartholomew with it.
With a condom covered banana.
And then I'm like, what is happening? And he got a first person. By the way, he got a first person camera view from his phone of this,
Of beating someone with a banana?
of running up to him with.
Oh, and no one has this video.
I'm sure somebody
my
does,
God.
Somebody definitely
but
has. This isn't working.
the footage was so bad, and what happened felt so weird and very uncomfortable that I hope that all the footage is gone.
Oh, so that's your sex ed story. Got it. That's how you learned about sex.
Yeah, that and guys, that's how I learned about sex.
He knew things though.
I knew things.
I knew things, I swear. I'm backing up a little bit. I'm sorry.
I've been trying to fix my hair.
I'm
this whole
a
time.
very large person, so when I'm this close to frame, it adds a lot of...
Being
You
there,
shedded a little on your bed. That's okay.
That's fine. That's
being
hard.
there and hearing about it is definitely a different experience, though.
Oh, yeah. That's fucking hilarious. Just imagining... Is Bartholomew... does Bartholomew live here?
No,
Oh, wait. Okay.
he doesn't live here anymore.
Anymore. Is that him or him? Oh, Bartholomew's... Oh, I know who Bartholomew is now. That's fucking hilarious. Bartholomew lived over there.
Yeah. No. So wait, just to make sure that you know who Bartholomew is. Bartholomew is he
lives off campus
he lives
now.
Yeah, he lives off campus now. He lived with.
Yep. You don't have to bleep that in post. But yeah,
Oh, shoot.
we'll bleep that in post.
My
Well,
bad.
we have to bleep our college.
Yeah, we had to bleep the college name too.
Because
Did I say that?
Yes,
you doxed us
You
so
immediately
hard.
said, you were like, we're going down to the workout room, and you just said the name of the
the
college.
brand new blank workout room. I looked at Zach and I was like, you totally
We were like,
doxed
oh, we gotta
our
did-
college.
Didn't I just say that we went to the new gym at the college?
No, you went to the
At
new
the name of our
name
college.
of our college.
Oh my god.
You had to bleep it. Like,
I'm
Doxed us on
stupid.
our second video.
I can't wait to edit this.
yeah, we
This
had to
is-
edit out a couple things. But yeah. No, it's fine. We're
You gonna
good.
edit it with me?
I will watch you edit because I'm not very good at editing.
Okay.
You are just having a bad hair day.
I am having a really bad hair day.
Me too. I didn't comb my hair before this.
I
Neither did
showered
I.
last night and then got in bed, so I
Oh, so it was all
kind of,
fucked.
kind of fucked up.
Okay. That's wild.
What's the time?
Of recording?
Yeah.
We're at like 36 minutes right now.
That's not bad.
We're like
It's not
halfway
that
in.
bad. My
that's
story was
fun.
pretty short.
It's probably the funniest one we
I was
ever had.
ready for a video, bro.
Yeah, I wish we'd have had that. We could have pulled it up like OBS style and like had like my webcam up and we could have been sitting here watching it. That'd been hilarious. God, I'm trying to think of any other interesting stories.
I have one.
Oh boy, go for it.
So, it's not actually about me. I've been debating on if I want to put ones about me with my previous ex-girlfriend, and I don't think I'm going to because I respect her too much.
That is a totally understandable statement. I'm sure the viewers will understand.
But
my ex roommate had his girlfriend over. We're going with Bob. We used him as Bob in the last video. Bob and Bobette. Okay. So Bobette came over. And I don't really like Bobette. She's had some problems in our group recently. And past and always.
I think Bobette had an issue with... If I remember which one Bob is. Bobette had an issue with...
Bob is Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Yeah. Bobette had an issue with Bartholomew before. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do I know Bartholomew?
Yes.
Or do I...
No, you know.
Did we meet him at the front of the mall?
You know... Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Gibraltar. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That is what you called him when you met him. That's
What's
fucking
up? Yeah,
hilarious.
Gibraltar.
Gibraltar?
Anyway,
That's a better name. I like that better than Bartholomew.
That's from Apex. You
that
know
is
way too
from
much
Apex.
Apex. I'll stream with you later if you're still on when I get on.
Okay. Look who's all fidgety now. But I was chilling in my room watching some... Actually, I don't remember what I was watching. Oh, I was watching Netflix. I was watching Baki Hama. Fantastic anime, by the way. Y'all should watch it. And all of a sudden, I just hear yelling. It's like 2 in the morning. And all of a sudden, I just hear yelling. Turns out, Bob and Bobette were doing their own thing in their room and turned their music on all the way up on their TV to like 56 or something.
Oh, shit.
Max volume on their TV music. So, Josh? Is that what we called him last time? John. Different John from the John in the previous story. Our other roommate goes into the living room, turns on his show, and starts watching. All of a sudden, you just hear the music cut. Like, I was in the middle of streaming. All of a sudden, you hear cut. Because I'd gotten off. I couldn't hear my own show. And you could hear, like, me talking, like, I wonder what's going on. I wonder why everybody's yelling. And I walk out, I'm like, guys, it's 2 in the morning. Shut up. Turns out Bob and Bobette were doing their thing. Walked out. John was sitting on the couch. And they were like, so, did you hear anything? And John was like...
some high school ass
Yeah,
shit.
John was like, nope, just been listening to your guys' loud ass music and trying to watch my show. And they're like, did you want to hear something? And that's when I had walked out and was like, shut up, y'all are too loud. John ended up sleeping in my room that night on an extra mattress on the floor. And we watched Beastars till 5 o'clock in the morning because they were going... They must have done round after round because they were not stopping, bro. Like, we hid in my room all night watching Netflix. Did you hear anything?
Huh. That's some high school ass shit. Like, yeah, you hear anything? And then no one's like, did you want to? Like, that's some high school.
Did you want me to hear anything?
Yeah,
They
like,
did.
Like, they
definitely
wanted it
did.
to be known that they were fucking.
They're definitely, like, exhibitionists. Like, they want people to know what's going on. Like, they want people to hear it. They want to be caught.
I don't want people to hear it. I just want it to get caught.
No,
Like,
they
if
want...
you...
I'm pretty sure they want to know. Like, they want people... They
I
want...
tried catching it with my foot. It's directly under your chair.
I'll
I
be
got
right
it.
back. I'm gonna get something to drink.
That's some fuck shit because that's like wanting like people to hear you. Like what? That's not.
That was our first noise complaint. 2 in the morning, they were up. Loud music, like it was terrible.
That's kind of.
They're fucked people.
That's kind of fucked. I'm trying to think if I have another good story. Hello. If I have another good story.
Move forward.
What are you doing? What? What's happening?
Hey, now lean back. You have more support. It was on like the bottom part of your back.
It's on my ass.
Yeah, that's not a chair. That's a stool.
God, do I have any other stories? Fuck me. No, I know there was a kid in high school who like would always brag about like how much sex he had, and like through the first part of high school, a lot of people were like, "Oh yeah, that's cool." Like a lot of guys were like, "Oh yeah, this is sick. You have all this sex. You sleep with all the girls, blah blah blah." But then by within a year, that like got really old really fast. Of like him being like, "Oh, you have sex all the time."
It's still old. Like I don't.
Yeah. But it wasn't old at first. A lot of kids, I always thought it was old because I was like, what the fuck? Like, don't care. Move on. But, like, a lot of people were like, oh, that's sick. You know, you have all this sex, blah, 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 blah. And he wound up like, he got old really fast, and he just like realized that people started like hating him because of how often he would talk about having sex with girls. Like, that's all he talked about. His personality was that he had sex.
Gotcha.
And so
that was a couple of my friends.
Yeah, it was
in high school.
It was pretty. I mean, I'm sure everyone who went to a public high school had a friend,
Everybody went through that.
or at least someone they knew, where like
Yeah.
they were just like obsessed with having sex with everybody, and they were the cool guy because they had so much sex. Like,
Y'all know I had so much sex.
he was the guy who knew somebody who had so much sex. No, that was.
What pisses me off though is that those guys are absolute bottom feeders of human beings.
Yes, they wind up Andrew Tate style.
They're 30 something, still living with their mom, no car, no driver's license, working fucking.
They're like some of the most attractive people too, but they just have like a really like
No shoes,
bad life.
no shirt,
No
use
shirt.
Always smelling like weed or cigarettes. Like,
Yeah.
I hate people that smell like weed and cigarettes.
oh,
But
my whole room smells like weed right now.
Here's the thing. So I have a
That's
friend who smells like cigarettes, but they don't smoke. They're like their mom smokes. And
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
I feel bad.
Secondhand
I
smoke.
feel really
I feel
bad.
really bad for people who live in a household of like parents who smoke, because it's not their fault that their clothes stink. Their parents just like
That was my
openly
dad.
smoke in the house.
My mom would bitch out my dad every weekend when I would go
Yeah.
see him because I'd smell like alcohol and smoke. Because I was little and I was not watched, so 95% of the time there would be some sort of alcohol on my clothes because I would drop something or grab a beer for someone, spray me.
Yeah.
And then cigarettes, you just can't escape unless you're only outside, which in winter, I'm not going to walk outside at the age of 5 or 6.
You know
Fuck
what?
that.
What really? No, go ahead. You see what you have something to say.
No, I was just gonna I have a random thought.
What is that?
So I've noticed that recently, I don't know why, but I get hole in my right knee pant leg.
He's on his knees.
I don't know why. Do you guys like have
You
random
rub-
holes in your jeans like pop up?
Do you rub your
all
like
the time.
hands on your knees a lot?
Not really. I don't.
Do you get down on your knees a lot? Like, not
I
like
don't
a
know.
sexual.
Or
I
like
mean,
if
that's
you are
in a
on
sexual
your
way, but,
knees,
like,
is it that specific knee? Because if it's that
Oh, I
specific
think
knee,
whenever I do
When you
go
squat
down on my
down-
knee, I think I start on my
yeah, when you
right
squat down, you
that's
put your
probably
right knee on the
wise,
ground, but
'cause
you
it'll
keep this foot
skid
down.
really hard on this knee. But if you put your other, it won't skid because you're already on your knee.
Yeah, so what you
probably get a
do,
hold there from just
what
getting
you
on one
do when
knee.
you squat down, I've noticed it, is you squat down, you put your right knee like on the ground, but keep this foot kind of like off, like keep this knee off the ground. You'll like keep your
Yeah.
foot down.
I
do
see
a
what you mean.
catcher's pose when you squat down.
That makes my
So-
knees pop.
Do what?
Do a catcher's pose.
Catcher's
So
pose.
go down
Like Spider-Man?
You
like-
no, you squat down, but like you kind of sit on your heels.
So yeah, so
Yeah, kinda
so
like
do
Spider-Man.
that,
Yeah.
do that, but then just go forward. Like push your knees forward. They don't rub. So now
No,
you're
down
now
here.
you're in that.
I
Down
see.
here would rub more.
Interesting. See, good thing this is a visual podcast.
I sit down normal way.
We're helping people every day, mentally and physically.
Sexually and
Not sexually.
only for the 18 plus viewers.
Not even helping myself on that one.
Yeah, I mean, definitely don't enjoy people in high school who are like priding themselves on having sex. Like
I
that's,
don't really enjoy people in high school at all.
I was
yeah,
gonna
high
say,
school's
I
a bad time.
lived way too many times in
High school was a bad time.
I was in 3 different
But
high schools.
I didn't like. I like high school more than I like junior high though.
Absolutely, and I like junior high more than I liked elementary school. But you know what?
No.
You know what was bomb?
I liked elementary
Nah,
school better.
You
than-
want to? Junior high sucked. Junior high is so awkward.
Yeah.
You know what's bomb though?
Huh.
Like absolute bomb was nap time in preschool, and I think we should bring that back to high school.
We should bring it to college.
Yes. College, high
Yeah,
school.
why'd you, I
junior
was gonna
high.
say, why'd you stop at high school?
We
Like,
should
I want
every
nap
year.
time.
Every year of school, you should have like an hour where you get to take a nap.
Well, my classes get breaks. We get like 10 to 15 minutes.
Oh yeah, we get those. But like
Break.
I'm saying, like in between 2 classes, you should get like a designated like nap class. We just go and nap for an hour.
I could agree with that.
That'd be cool.
I'm still thinking about how stupid I am that I said the name of the college.
Yeah, we'll just bleep it. You're dumb. That's fine.
I wasn't
No.
planning on editing it.
Did
this
you
week.
guys And this is back on our podcast topic. Did you guys have, like, in 6th grade, have to go through, like, the puberty talk?
No.
Yes.
Because
Oh
in
my
4th
gosh.
grade, they showed us videos. I had
Oh, so
sex
you
ed
had-
at
see,
4th grade.
That's wild.
See, here's the thing. So we had, for me, we had it in 4th grade, in 6th grade, and then in high school again.
I had
Okay,
it in 4th grade.
so
We
and
like had
senior
this stuff
year.
enforced.
We didn't have, like, sex ed class
We didn't have a sex ed class either.
until junior high.
Oh, I didn't have a sex ed class.
We had,
period.
like, sex ed in junior high where we learned about, like, drugs, alcohol, you know...
No, we just
bodies,
had
bodies, shut up.
like so we had somebody like come in and talk about it, and then like I think later on it was like the gym teacher that would talk about it. But for drugs, we actually had, when somebody came in, we had this penguin called
Sup?
Be Cool, and Be Cool
Sup?
said no to drugs, and there was like a little stuffed animal that got passed around.
I
like
think I
Be Cool.
remember that. I think that's a thing in my childhood that I remember. No, did your parents have to sign, like, a permission slip when you did the puberty talk?
In 4th grade, yeah.
Like, when you guys talked about puberty, did they send home, like, a paper your parents had to, like, sign you had to bring back? If you-
No.
How
So-
old were we in 4th grade?
That's hard for me to... I hate calculating that shit.
Here's the thing, in 4th and 6th grade, I didn't really pay attention though.
In 6th grade, I was like 12, right?
Yeah, I think I was, like, 9 in 4th grade. 9 or 10.
I was shown a birthing video at 9 years old.
No fucking way!
Like they actually showed the birth?
Yes.
Was it one of your teachers'
Oh.
births? Was it like a YouTube video?
No,
of a
it
birth?
was so.
All right.
So in 4th grade,
What
I
a YouTube
moved.
video.
I moved from my I moved in 4th grade from one school to another, and our science class that I was in turned into a health class on every Wednesday. So instead of having science, we had sex ed. In 4th grade, we were 9 or 10. Like,
Every Wednesday you had sex ed?
every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday
Every
you had
Wednesday
sex.
for the first quarter.
Every Wednesday you had
Um,
sex.
And they started off, like, first it was super easy. Like, we just talked. And they just, like, asked us questions and all this shit. Like, do we know this? Do we know what this is? Do we know? Do we
Yeah.
understand? And then... And then they were just like, okay, now we're gonna split the guys and girls up one day.
Yeah, that's the shit that, like, fucked with us. I
They
was like, alright, we're
showed-
splitting the guys and girls.
they
Here's the
showed-
thing. So funny story about that. So I'm sorry.
No, you're good, go on.
I'm sorry.
No, you're chilling.
So I didn't realize that we were splitting up guys and girls. So I saw somebody from my homeroom and I'm like, oh, I'll go with them. I walked into the room.
All girls?
And I was like, this ain't the right
This is
place.
right.
So I walked out and I'm like, where am I supposed to go? Nobody else is in the hallway anymore. So eventually I found a teacher and they're like, oh, yeah, today's the day.
Today is the day.
Anyways.
Continue.
That's fucking wild. I can't imagine walking in and there
All
just being
the
a bunch of
girls.
chicks there. What grade was that in?
Was that, like, 6th
Like
grade or was
sixth
that, like,
grade.
4th?
I think that was 6th
That's
or 4th. I don't
wild.
remember.
That'd have been so embarrassing. Actually, I probably would have strutted in. Probably been like, yeah, I'm here.
I was too shy in that time of my life that I've just been like, what the fuck?
I lost all shyness after 4th grade due to
Birthing video.
trauma. Yeah, but they showed the guys, like, their videos, which, you know, normal, like, we've all seen what we have. Showed the girls, and then they swapped rooms.
Oh,
So guys
what?
went into the girls' room, girls went into the guys' room, and they showed us those videos. So I saw a birthing video at 9. Fucking wild. And then that counted as, like, that should have counted as my high school credit. Unfortunately, I moved again.
Oh, fucking hell.
And senior year, I was in a class with freshmen in
No
sexual education.
way.
I was 17 going on 18. They were all like 15-year-olds, 14-year-olds.
14, 15-year-olds, yeah.
So the teacher, every time she asked a question, she knew who I was. She knew who I was. Before I got into her class, she knew who I was. She asked me questions. because she knew I had experience with it. So she asked me questions.
Teacher's just secretly hitting on you the whole
Wait,
time.
she
No.
knew that you had experience?
She...
Or you, like...
She is the mother of one of your
No,
ex-girlfriends.
she was the coach of the theater girl.
Oh, no.
Oh.
So she knew.
You laid pipe with a theater kid? No offense to any of the
No,
viewers.
the
Wow.
girl in the movie theater. She was
That's
her
why you're a
coach.
virgin. Band and theater kid.
I'm a band kid.
You're not a theater kid, though.
Yeah. Plus, I dropped out of band.
Is that right? Okay, so my experience with the whole like puberty talk thing was like I believe it was 6th grade. I'm like pretty sure, and they split us up like guys and girls. And I don't know if you all had the same experience I did. First of all, we had other parents
Clearly not.
sign a permission slip. That was like,
Yeah,
like your kids. We're gonna be talking about this with your kid. Is that okay? And they have to sign it and bring it back. And if you don't get it signed, everyone else has to have this talk, and you have to go sit like in a different room.
Yeah,
not-
and
not
you did
know what's
other
going on.
work or read a book.
So, sorry, that was unnecessary. You could have waited.
I didn't mind it.
I just thought it was funny to rat on them. No, so we like got separated, guys and girls, and I don't know if the thing was the same for like a lot of people, but like when the girls came back, like
Straight up.
we're
Traumatized.
all crying.
Yeah.
Every last one of them was bawling their eyes out, except for I want to believe that like one of the girls was laughing when they walked back in.
Well, yeah, cause now they're realizing like what their body and shit does. Like they're gonna start bleeding and all that shit.
And like so like every girl like walks into the room and they're all teared up, they're all really crying, they're all like freaked out. And one girl walks in like hysterically laughing. And I'm
Good
mad
for her.
and I couldn't for the life of me figure out why every other girl in the room would be bawling their eyes out and why she'd be maniacally laughing. And none of the girls would tell us what they watched. Like, wouldn't tell us like, what videos they showed them. Like,
Yeah.
we told them ours because ours weren't like... Ours were just videos about, like, dealing with our body and, like...
The guys were pretty easy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we just
like,
had to talk about
we're gonna-
We
erections.
talked about erections. We talked about like the
Yeah.
difference between being circumcised and uncircumcised.
Yeah,
and
that's
it
like
was
what we learned.
And how we're gonna grow hair everywhere.
Yeah, and like protection.
And you need to protection, and you need to keep yourself clean, or else you're gonna start to stink if you don't clean up your hairs and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, like we knew that,
Start
so
wearing
we got all
deodorant.
that. But like, they all came back. We're all just like fine. We're all like whatever.
They do have ball deodorant.
Is it really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Manscaped has one. It's called a crop preserver.
I'm gonna go
That's
on
what they call
Manscaped just to see.
Yeah, I know.
Have you
want-
used it?
No, but I really want a subscription.
So do I.
I'm
The whole
debating
system's
on
really
it
good.
now.
We're not sponsored.
No, but if we ever do
God,
get
that'd be
sponsored,
so cool.
God, if we ever do get sponsored by Manscaped, I would be down for
We'd
that.
be
That'd
legit.
awesome.
Sex episode part 2.
We would definitely have to.
Today we're experiencing
and
Manscaped.
we're all trimming our nuts on camera.
No.
They just put a little
That's
tarp up.
that's when we get to the time
You
where
see
it's
hair
audio.
flying.
That's the time where we get to be an audio podcast.
Oh, guys, our webcam's broke. We
You
gotta
know
trim our
that-
balls.
You know the TikTok sound where it's like,
Yeah.
that's gonna be
I
us.
actually don't, but
It's a wild
I wish I
one.
did.
No, but like, yeah, so all the girls came back like crying, and the one girl walks in the room like hysterically laughing, and we're all like asking what they watched because like this girl seems psycho, right? Like she just looks psycho because everyone else was crying, and she's just so like happy, I guess is the word, and they wouldn't tell us.
Maybe
and
it's like a
I
Joker
think-
kind of.
I think we finally found out from one of the girls that it was like you said, they watched like a birthing video and like learned about their body, learned they're gonna be bleeding every month, blah blah blah. And she was just like, when everyone started like freaking out and crying during the birthing video, she started just laughing.
I can't say that
like,
I laughed, but I
crazy
definitely didn't
laughing.
cry.
Well, all the girls like cried, like they thought they were disgusted, they were freaked out, they were just crying, and she was just, I guess, hysterically laughing the entire time.
Good for her. I hope she kept that attitude and didn't become a fucking psycho.
I don't know, because she moved. I think she moved away like 2 years later. She wound up like moving out of the school district.
Yeah, she became a psycho.
Probably.
I feel like the whole time I was in like from like junior high or like from grade school to high school, I didn't really learn too much about women's bodies. Like it was
Yeah, we didn't swap rooms.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't learn about women's bodies. We just did our room, and then we were like, cool, now we're gonna come together, talk about like
Bastard.
keeping ourselves clean, and then that's about it.
Bro, y'all are so lucky.
Yeah. I
What
can't.
jury-rigged trailer trash did I go to?
Crazy that you say that. No, that was wild. Like when you said you switched rooms, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, bro. They were just like, okay, now we're gonna switch your rooms, and we were like, okay, that's fine. Where are we go? Oh my god.
Where are we? There's a kid coming out of her.
But like, I can't say. I feel like I knew most of this. My mom has told me like when I was younger how conception works and shit.
I hadn't learned where babies had come from yet. Like, okay, so by 6th grade, I kind of figured things out on my own because I watched things like Family Guy and stuff, and like you just kind of like start to learn and understand.
You just pick
jokes.
shit up.
And you learn. Like, I never had like a sit down talk growing up. I never had that.
Mm-hmm.
And still to this day, I've never like had that. But like, you just kind of learn over time. Like, okay, this is how this works. I get it. And then by the time 6th grade hit, it was like we were like having like the talk, and we thought it was gonna be like the talk. We were gonna have a sex talk in school, but it was just like our puberty talk. But we were all freaking out because we were like, aren't our parents supposed to give us the sex talk? Isn't that how it's supposed to go? But then we realized we're like, oh, it's just our puberty talk about like our bodies are changing, and we're not gonna be so fresh down there anymore. And
I'm still pretty fresh down there.
yeah, I keep myself clean.
I was gonna say I don't think there's
I
ever
can't-
been a time where I've been like, ugh.
If you don't shower for like one day, you can
Start to smell.
You start to smell.
Bob.
Yeah. But like, you can definitely like start to smell yourself. And I don't know for you guys, but if like I've gone like a day without showering. Like I've showered in the morning one day, and then the next day I wait till shower at night. And like by the time that nighttime shower comes,
You can smell yourself.
I can just smell myself.
Yeah.
And I don't know how people can live like days without showering and like not smell themselves when everyone else can smell them.
I do showers like every other day usually.
See, I used to do that, but now that I go to the gym and shit, it's become a real problem. Because one, I'm breaking out a lot.
Because
Like
you're sweating so much.
working at Five Guys and shit, I'm breaking out a lot.
Oh, I started wearing hats again. Like every day I
Oh,
wear
yeah.
hats. And so
That'll
like right
keep your hair
here,
greasy.
it keeps your hair greasy, and like you get super like sweaty here, so all that sweat gets locked in by the brim of the hat. So
So
get a
you
bunch
know
of
what I do
pimples.
to counter that? Is I put my hair like down, and then when I put my hat on, I lift it up so that the hair stays on the brim so that it doesn't sweat right there.
I don't do that.
Because I
just
have to wear
one.
those at Five Guys, and I fucking hate wearing hats.
6 males. That was fucking
6 males.
6 men.
3 pals.
3 dudes.
3 dudes.
2 homies.
But
I am missing something.
Oh, during the first podcast, he was telling a story about Five Guys, and he
didn't
like
know if we were allowed to
he didn't know if
say
he could say it or not, so he just called it 6 males. And I'm like, oh yeah, like the four dudes and three homies.
well, I went through an orientation there and found out that as long as you're not talking shit about them, you're allowed to use their name.
Yeah, you can talk about them. Most companies are. If you're not talking shit, you can talk about them.
Yeah. They're like, you can't use our name for anything bad, which I wouldn't. I personally enjoy Five Guys.
I think their
worked there.
food is good.
Yeah.
They're very clean.
Their food is very consistent.
I've never had Five Guys.
You probably
You should-
wouldn't have because
Oh.
you're a vegetarian.
They
Yeah.
have veggie burgers. They
Oh,
have
do they now?
vegetarian veggie burgers.
I know when
that
I
get
first
put on
time
a
I
full
went, they
separate
didn't.
grill. Yeah.
The first time I went, they didn't.
Hot dogs and burgers get put on one grill. There's a full grill. They made a whole nother grill just for buns, lettuce wraps, and veggie burgers.
Speaking of brand names, Cheetos. I've tried them in a video. I've tried
I've tried every.
not everyone.
You've tried a lot of
just
Cheetos.
all the ones that I could find. I tried.
What's your favorite Cheeto?
My favorite was probably the Paws, the Cheetos Paws. I really like those.
Because they're different. They're definitely different than Puffs.
I
We
quite
should do a
enjoyed
food.
it.
Ooh, can we do food for the next episode?
Are we bringing food?
Food the topic.
We can.
Yeah.
But we can do food as a topic.
Okay.
Because there's definitely a lot we can talk about with food. And I think that'd be like we can talk about our favorite foods and stuff we've had that we enjoy.
That's next
The
episode.
next episode is food.
Be ready
would
for it.
That's going to be fun.
Every
I'm
episode
excited
we'll
for
be
that.
dropping little hints, or we'll just decide on spot, like...
We'll either decide
what our episode
we'll either
is.
decide the episode before what our next one's going to be, or we're going to decide on our own, and you're just going to get surprised by the next episode.
Yeah, you'll know at the beginning of every video.
Yeah, we'll tell you what
our
the topic
episode
is. It's only fair that you guys hear the topic before you start watching.
I
'cause
think
you
we
just
hit
said
an
it's
hour,
not fair.
right?
Oh yeah, we've definitely hit an hour and 2 minutes now.
Nice. Well,
So
I think I'm very sexually educated now.
No, you're not. No one got any education by listening to our podcast. That's not how that happened.
No.
I think it was a fun time talking, and we shared some interesting stories.
Yeah.
Definitely started off very awkward, but, you know,
I'm single.
Me too.
3.
Feel free.
Three bachelors here. 3 eligible bachelors.
3 eligible bachelors.
On the Bachelorette.
On the Bachelorette.
Yeah, because there's more.
Why are we females?
No, we're 3 bachelors on the Bachelorette because we're looking for the girl.
Isn't that where we choose?
No, where the girl chooses us.
Ah, fuck that.
Because we're the guys, and there's more guys than
choose.
girls.
I don't want the girl to choose.
You would be a shitty bachelor.
I would never get chosen.
Right? Me neither.
I would only get chosen if I pulled in my normal full like emo attire, but no, I.
We're not hot enough to be on that show.
We don't have like full 6-pack abs and like defined ass muscles. Like, what do you?
Not yet.
Yeah, we don't have that. So like, we can't go on the Bachelor.
Nah, I was rewatching my video of me doing my wings, and I'm starting to get that. Like, you could see a full line go down. I was very proud of it.
I need to go to the gym more.
Not a 6-pack, but at least a 2-pack.
I'm already going to the gym. And I still hate my life. It is what it is.
Well, I never. Said
I hated
anything
my
about-
life before and after the gym.
Yeah,
we should
gym
go to
does
the
not
gym
change you.
today. I haven't gone yet. Are
I'll-
you planning
I'll go
on
with
going?
you guys.
What are you working on?
I'm doing core. If you don't want to do core, we can also do arms. What do you want to do? I can't do legs.
Why?
My left leg has not healed.
Oh yeah, you guys
Better.
don't.
It still does not work.
You guys
It
don't go
pops
to the gym
regularly.
here.
I do.
I do. Well, I don't, but I kind of do. I go to different gym off campus, but I'm starting a thing where I go to the gym every morning to do abs and some sit-ups, crunches, push-ups, stuff like that.
He goes to MB workout.
MP workout. Wow. Okay, we need to end this podcast. Wow, we should cut this last weird.
I tried to end it earlier.
No,
but-
so we're not sexually educated, and don't take any of what we've said as.
Don't ever take anything what we say as true, right, or facts.
Yeah, don't take what we've said and be like, I'm gonna try that. Don't do that.
Yeah, just have fun.
Live your
Enjoy
life.
the experience. Live your life.
Live your life your way.
Be
not our way.
safe. Don't do stupid shit.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.